These are 5 Playboy secrets that will allow you to get girls so fast it feels illegal, starting with something that will change your dating life instantly. I was just in Norway for 4 weeks, and every single attractive girl I saw, I spoke to. I don't care if she looked at me, if she didn't look at me, no matter the situation, if I found her attractive, I found my way over to her and I'd introduce myself to her. And what you gotta understand is that boldness is your greatest ally as a Playboy. There is nothing that's gonna allow you to have more success than being bold. Being timid, being scared, being fearful and doubtful will never get you the results that you want in life, let alone being a Playboy. You need to be bold. You need to go after what you want. Girls are gonna love this and respond really well to it, and the results from Norway prove it. I'm not gonna go into the specifics, but I had tons and tons of great conversations. I got with plenty of girls. Overall, it was just an amazing experience overall, and the single most important ingredient that this was all based off of was boldness. Now, if you want to know the secret to knowing if a girl likes you, this is it. And when I had this one thing that I look for, I didn't get rejected a single time in the entire trip of Norway. So about 2 Saturdays ago when I was in Norway, there was a moment when a girl in a booth who was sitting next to a guy looked at me. She gave me really, really strong eye contact. I looked at her back, I smiled. We held this eye contact for a few seconds. I grabbed my drink from the bar and I went over and walked up to her. I didn't know if that was going to be her boyfriend or what the situation was. I really didn't care. I just introduced myself to her, and all of a sudden she was sitting in the booth. Imagine the booth being this way, her facing this way. I kind of got her attention. And then she literally, put her knees up on the booth, completely turned around, was all interested in talking to me. And it was all because of the signal that I picked up on. And what is that signal? It is eye contact. Eye contact is going to be the strongest signal you can pick up on that someone likes you. If someone's giving you really strong eye contact, that's a telltale sign that they're interested in you to at least some degree. Now, the only person who can mess it up from here is you. So you got to go in with the right approach, and you got to take it over and be confident and have every other aspect. But this is the one thing that will tell you that a girl likes you and is inviting you to approach her. And now, boys, if you want all my Playboy secrets, including the ones that I cannot share on YouTube because they will get me banned, that's going to be for free in the first link in the description below. You can grab that now. Now that you're going up to girls, what do you actually say and talk about when you approach them? So every single time I approach a girl, I pretty much just lead with the same 3 questions, because if I had to think of something new every single time I had to talk to a girl, I'd be nervous. You know how many girls I've talked to? It's in the thousands. I can't think of new shit every single time. So I just have my same things that I go to that I know works time and time again, which is asking her name. That's the single most important thing to anybody in the world, is their name. That's the favorite thing that they can hear. So ask them their name. That's what you want to know. You're like, oh, who is this pretty girl? It makes sense. Ask her name. The next thing I usually go with is where are you from? Are you working or in school? And then from there, at this point, I just see where the conversation goes. But it's usually geared towards personal questions about her and her life, and then asking open-ended follow-up questions to continue on that. Like if she's in school, okay, awesome, what are you studying? I'm studying psychology. Oh, that's great. What made you want to study psychology? And you can kind of see how this goes on and on and on. But that's what it's all about. A conversation is just going to be you talking about the girl and obviously answering some questions back yourself. But you don't need to overshare. You don't need to go into depth. If they want to ask the open-ended questions in return, they will. So that is as simple as it is. You really don't have to overcomplicate it. Just talking to a girl about herself, using those 3 starting questions will get you more success than you could ever imagine. Now, there's one thing that will make a world of a difference no matter what you're saying. You could say the exact same things as me, and you would not have the same effect. And do you know why? Body language. When I was younger, I had the body language of someone who was shy and insecure. I wouldn't hold eye contact. I would struggle to look someone in the eyes, always be looking away. I would fidget. I would be sitting here playing with my zipper, playing with my strings, just doing things that make me look insecure, that make me self-soothe. I'm just being kind of weird overall. I probably wouldn't have had a good posture. I'd probably be sitting like that. Those are all characteristics that are displaying someone who is insecure, who's not comfortable within their own skin. Now, I'm extremely comfortable within my own skin. When I look at someone, a girl specifically, I'll hold intense eye contact. I'll be looking at her the way I am now, just staring into her eyes, smiling, relaxed, shoulders back, confident body language. You can't really see how I'm sitting, but I'm sitting very relaxed. So you can kind of picture it. And I'm just, after I talk to her a little bit, I'll start touching her, whatever it is, right? That is all going to communicate so much more confidence than you could ever verbally display. Your body language makes up for so much of your communication It is absolutely insane. And if you are not paying attention to this the same way that you're paying attention to your verbal, you're missing out massively. And this is something you really need to prioritize and stay conscious of, because if you dial this in, it's going to make a world of a difference for you. And now, how do you take a girl home? It is so simple, you wouldn't even believe it. I'm going to give you the 2 variations that I'll use that is going to allow you to bring a girl home and gauge it without being weird or without being too pushy. So the first way is if a girl is vibing with you, but it's not like too much. It's not like obvious that she's like really liking you. What I'll say to her is, what are you doing after the club tonight? Something along those lines. Like I'll say this sometimes to girls who I've just met, like within 3 minutes of talking, I'll be like, what are you doing after the club tonight? You know what I mean? And like I say it like, I say kind of like that. And it's just chill. It's like relaxed. It's fun. Like, it's not too serious. It's like, what are you doing later? And then you see where it goes, because this will give you a quick indication. A girl will be like, oh, that's not my thing. I don't go home with, okay, cool. Fuck. Find another girl, right? But you can ask this question pretty early on, depending on what the vibes are. But when you ask this question, you're kind of just like indirectly asking, like, do you want to hang out later? But you're not making it so obvious. You're kind of giving her the opportunity to say something else. So that is one option. The other option is if you know a girl is yours, if she's been dancing with you, if you've been kissing her, if she's all over you, and you can just see it in her eyes. When I know a girl is mine, this is what I'll use. I'll say, let's get out of here, or let's go back to my hotel, or let's go back to my place, whatever the situation is. And that's what I say. It's let's do this. It's very assertive, very confident. That is how I will say it, and it works every single time. Those 2 approaches, you got to know how to feel out the vibes, but once you can kind of identify which one's more appropriate, that is what you do. It's that simple. Doing something like that will work 90% of the time. Of course, you're going to have rejections, you're going to have setbacks, it's not always going to work out perfectly, but that is all you need to do. It's really that simple. And once again, boys, if you want all my Playboy secrets that I can't share on YouTube because they're going to get me banned, those are going to be for free in the first link in the description below, and you can grab those now.